Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler along with my partners Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso. We'll see some very high winds for this game between the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Aggies of Texas A&M. Happy New Year, everybody. As usual, the 1st of January brings a lot of hard-hitting action. And here come the Aggies. The Bulldogs are going to have to play a great football game if they expect to win this one, Kirk.
Texas A&M will win this football game because of their quarterback. And the thing I noticed about him is his ability to spread the ball out to a number of different receivers. I think he'll have a solid game, and they're going to win by 2 touchdowns.
I've been quiet about this, but I think it's finally time for my pick. The Aggies are going to win this game.
We'll see how this game plays out as they get ready for the opening kickoff. He kicks it. Lewis fields it at the 9. If you like passing yards, then you're in for a treat. Today we get to see a very skilled quarterback dissect a defense that's pretty weak at cornerback.
Oh, he could be in for a field day. He's not going to face 2 starting corners much weaker than this. I expect this young man to have a big day moving the offense.
Kirk, you're absolutely right. He's a special player. I think we're going to see him complete a lot of passes with ease today.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 45. Texas A&M comes out with 2 tight ends. Wants to throw outside. Knocked out of bounds. So they get about 4 yards from play action. Second and 6. Ball on the 41-yard line. McNeil lines up with 5 wide out. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Looks. Throws it to the outside. And that one's fallen incomplete.
Riley, the intended receiver, on the play.
It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 41. Nickel defense. He drops back. He steps up, looking, throws this one out to the left. And it's intercepted. Boy, the defense put the pressure on and forced the bad throw.
And you got that one right. Anytime a young kid sees one of those big guys looking to knock his head off, his brain is telling him one thing: just throw it.
Well, he did, Lee. He did throw it, but he's got to throw it away, not to the other team.
They'll set up shop at the 21.
At the 21-yard line. 1st and 10.
Nice play fake, and he's going to be sacked. The senior at linebacker is making his presence felt.
Yes, he is. He was all over the quarterback.
Well, earlier in the week, Lee, he talked to us about how he was the vocal leader of this defense. But that time, his actions spoke louder than his words.
2nd and long coming up here. Ball on their own 13. Mississippi State goes with the ace set here. He's looking. Throws to the middle. Incomplete pass.
Good job there by the defense to get a hand on it.
It was, Kirk, but when you're going out for a pass and the ball is in the air, you need to go after it and come down with it. You just can't watch the defender bat it down.
Ace backfield, drops back to pass, steps up in the pocket, looks, he zips it out. Number 19 picks it off, Boy, the defense put the pressure on and forced the bad throw.
And you got that one right. Anytime a young kid sees one of those big guys looking to knock his head off, his brain is telling him one thing: just throw it.
Well, he did, Lee. He did throw it, but he's got to throw it away, not to the other team.
They'll go to work at the 41.
At the 41-yard line. 1st and 10.
Texas A&M comes out with two tight ends. McNeil with the play fake. It falls incomplete. He overthrew his tight end.
I know the tight end has a little more height than the wideouts, but give me a break.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 41.
41-yard line.
McNeil has 4 receivers lined up here. McNeil set to go to the air. Broke away from one. And they make the stop. He made a real nice play on that one.
I'll tell you what, in today's game, you have to have the ability to run the football. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He made a great play and really gave his team a boost.
1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. The Aggies come out showing 3 wide. McNeil off the fake. Down the middle. And he dropped it. This incompletion is credited to the wideout.
Absolutely. The quarterback executed his end of the deal.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 43. Single set backfield. Brought down. The halfback gets the call and picks up 5. Third and 5 coming up. Ball on the 38.
On the 38-yard line.
3 wideouts here. McNeil drops back to pass. Throws short. Complete. Fitzu with a takedown. Well, he caught it, but it's almost no yards gained, and now it's 4th down.
Give props to the D here for coming up with a big stop on 3rd down.
Fourth and 2. Ball on the 35-yard line.
They're crowding the line. They'll throw for it. Rolling out to the right side. Looking. Looks like he's going to run. The 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This quarterback's giving the defensive coordinator fits. He just made this defense look silly on that touchdown run.
I love watching this guy play.
Oh, without a doubt. On any given down, he's just one play away from finding the end zone.
And he misses the extra point. So here's the Pontiac drive summary to recap what just happened. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Norwood back to the
Here's the kick. Norwood fields it at the 13.
Let's watch this defense and how aggressive they are. They were able to get a pick the last time, and they're like a wild animal. When they smell blood, they go in for the kill.
Make it easy, Coach. You get excited.
Hey, that's right, sweetheart. I'm always excited.
Mississippi State lines up with 3 receivers. They'll throw on 1st down. Short toss. And he's taken down. So they execute and move a little closer to the sticks.
Yeah, completing those short passes is the key because it lulls the defense to sleep a little bit. Then you can launch one big one downfield for a big gain.
2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball on their own 30. Connor is back in the gun. Connor back to throw. Steps up. Throws short. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. That could have been a big play for the defense.
Yeah, even though he had a good shot at picking it off, it's still a heck of a play to force the incomplete pass.
3rd and 5. Ball on the 30. The Bulldogs come out in the H formation. Connor options out. Breaks one. Brown brings him down. They go with the option and pick up the first down.
And that was just good instincts. You have to know when to pitch it or when to keep it.
Yeah, and in that situation, the quarterback knew he could pick up the first, so he kept it himself. Very good decision.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 49. Connor with 3 wide receivers. Connor hands it off. And they got him for a loss. Excellent play by the defense that time as they swallowed him up before he got back to the line.
It's more like they devoured him. He had no shot of breaking clean.
2nd and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. I formation here. Tries to shoot. Tackle. The halfback picks up a yard. The defense will try to stop this 3rd down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. This defense better be careful. The quarterback is in the zone and really feeling it out there. And it's the senior. And he's tackled. Looks like someone was called for holding.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty.
They'll give this one another try after the flag.
And on 3rd down, too. That's when you don't want those kind of things to happen.
The offense faces another 3rd down here as they line up. Connor is in the zone and looking to make a play. Back to pass. He steps up. He's looking. Wants to throw outside. Warren with a takedown. He hits his man, but they'll be well short of the first.
That young man has to run the pattern to get beyond those sticks the next time.
Mississippi State lining up the punt. He punts this one high in the air. Mobley fields it at the 24. Looks to me as though the offensive line is ready to run the ball some more.
And that defensive line better be ready, because if they aren't, they'll be giving up another touchdown drive.
They'll take over at the 24-yard line. Texas A&M comes out with an I formation. Setting up the play action. Looks. This one's thrown deep over the middle. And he got it to the 10. Goodbye.
Do they have that defense guessing now or what? I mean, did you see how well the quarterback hid the ball?
Yeah, some quarterbacks are just so good at selling the play action. It's truly an overlooked skill. You take my friend Kirk here, for example. He wasn't known for his speed, but boy, he could do a good play fake.
Are you calling me slow? This is coming from a guy whose nickname is based on his foot speed. Isn't that right, Scooter?
Yeah, left out sunshine. It's sunshine, Scooter, sweetheart.
And he missed it. He missed the extra point. Number 13 is lined up to kick this one off.
Norwood back 8 to return.
He kicks it. Norwood fields it at the 9, gets past the tackler, and he's still on his feet. I don't know if you guys saw this, but the coach gave his offense quite a speech before he sent him out there.
And let's not forget, they had some things clicking the last time out. He's probably just reminding them to finish the job this time.
First and 10.
The impact corner is in the zone right now and looking to take away half the field. They hand it off, and he's taken down. The fullback gains about 4 yards there. Second and 6. Ball on the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Connor running the option. And they hit him in the backfield. Good play by the defense. They broke up the option before it got started.
I'll tell you what, the quarterback has to be more decisive than that. Either get it to the back on the outside or take the ball, find a seam, cut upfield.
Look at how dominant they've been on defense.
Well, I'll tell you, as an offense, you've been pretty successful if you can even sniff the end zone against these guys.
Whoa, they're one of the best in the country. Just look at those numbers.
Incomplete. And he overthrew his wide receiver.
I don't know too many 7-foot guys playing football, so maybe he should aim lower the next time.
The Bulldogs line up to punt.
Crabtree and punt.
Crabtree gets it off.
Need to return.
Mobley fields it to 44. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at the 48. The Aggies line up in an I formation. They'll give it off here. Culberson brings him down. The halfback runs for 4 yards. It's second down and 6 to go. Ball on the 48.
48-yard line.
Texas A&M sets up in the I. McNeil options out, laterals back. Juku. O'Neal with a takedown. The halfback runs for 4 yards. It's third down and 2 to go. Ball on the 44-yard line. Lewis lines up in a deep back, I formation. Up the middle. He has some room. Brought down. He got the first down and much more.
I'll tell you what, this guy is a threat every single time he touches the ball.
Kirk, you're absolutely right. I like this guy more every time I see him.
First and 10. They're inside the 20.
16-yard line.
Now's not the time for blown coverage. This quarterback is in the zone. 1 yard on the play. After a quarter of play, our score is Texas A&M 12, Mississippi State nothing. The Aggies come out showing 3 wide.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
Over the middle. Finds his receiver. That pass found the wide receiver for 6.
And I think the quarterback has found a soft spot in this defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Number 13 looks ready to kick this one off. Short kick. He didn't get a hold of that one. Number 19 takes from the 10. At the 30. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
They'll get the ball here at the 35.
35-yard line.
Mississippi State comes out with an I formation. Connor tossing to the left side. Tackle. Nothing going on that one. Second and 10. Ball on their own 35.
35-yard line.
The Bulldogs line up with 3 wide. Connor running the option. Warren brings him down. Around 5 yards there on the option keep. It's third down and 5 to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. One-man backfield. Connor fakes a handoff. He's going left. And he pulls it down. And on that last pass, he just went over the 1,500-yard mark on the year. First and 10. Ball on the 50. They line up in an I. Connor drops back. Under pressure. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. Somebody came free there.
Yeah, the linebacker shot through and nobody picked him up.
He was all over him, Kirk. He wasn't letting the quarterback get anywhere.
It's second down and a long ways to go. Ball on the 42-yard line. Connor back to pass. Looking. And he's going to be sacked. Under relentless pressure, the quarterback goes down for the sack.
Those guys on defense are just pinning their ears back right now, coming in as fast as they can.
Well, in that case, the offense needs to sneak in a screen pass at a halfback. Let him get behind the rush and then take off behind his blockers for 6.
So another third down upcoming for the offense. They'll bring in their dime package. Connor drops the throw, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to come up with a sack. The linebacker brought down the quarterback before he could find an open man.
Something tells me he would have gotten punished even if he did find an open man. That tackle was coming in hard.
They line up to punt this one away.
Crabtree in the punt. Mobley back to return.
Punts the ball away. Mobley calls for the fair catch. And they make the fair catch at the 38-yard line. They did a great job on their last drive, moving the ball down the field for a touchdown. Let's see if they can duplicate that on this drive. They'll set up shop at the 38. The Aggies line up in an I formation. Alexander on the inside handoff, 2-yard pickup. It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on their own 40. And the defensive end is looking to make a play. They snap it to the back. O'Neal with a takedown. He got what he could, and it wasn't much. Third and 8. Ball on the 40-yard line. And this defensive end is looking to get into that backfield. McNeil tosses to the left side. He jukes. Robinson brings him down. Coach, he picked up a few on that one before they got to him.
This was a well-executed running play, Brad.
It's 1st and 10. Ball right around midfield. McNeil lines up in the shotgun. And the snap goes to the back. And they make the stop. They go with a run, and that'll be a gain of 9. Second and 1 coming up here. Ball on the 41.
41-yard line.
The Aggies go with the I formation. Can't wrap him up. Evans with a takedown. And the counter is good enough for the first.
Yeah, the offensive line did a good job of selling that play on that one. And the halfback was aware of that first down line and got the conversion.
It's 1st and 10. This is the 6th play of this drive. Texas A&M sets up in the I. Here's the option. There's a missed tackle. He might have a chance. Dockery brings him down. And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the first.
Hey, this kid's a good-looking back. Let's see if they go to him again.
First and 10. And this is the 7th play of the current drive. The Aggies set up in the gun. A little juke. Bobo with a takedown. They go with a run, and that'll be a gain of 9. And since we're in the red zone, let's have a look at the numbers. Brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most. Watch out for this impact defensive end. There's the play fake. Great coverage, and it's intercepted. And down he goes. A well-timed interception there.
Well, they're still down by a couple of scores, but the turnover certainly helps their chances. If they score on this drive, they're right back in the game.
They'll go to work at the 17.
17-yard line. 1st and 10.
Ace backfield. Connor hands it off. He's hit and got away. Brought down. That was a pretty good run.
Incredible effort there running the football by this guy.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line. Mississippi State goes with the ace set here. Drops back to pass. Steps up. He's looking. And he is drilled. Mississippi State calls a timeout. Second and long coming up here. Ball on the 25-yard line. They'll bring in their dime package. Back to pass. Look out! And that one's fallen incomplete. He let that one go before the defense got to him, and it fell incomplete.
Sometimes if you can safely get rid of the ball, it's your best option.
3rd down and a couple miles here. Ball on the 25. Texas A&M lines up in a dime defense here. Connor set to go to the air. Throws this one out to the right. It's tipped. The touch pass is tipped away. Incomplete.
As a quarterback, you've got to know when to throw the ball with a touch and when to fire it in there. That wasn't a touch situation.
That looked more like a slow pitch softball kind of situation. We could have knocked that one out of the park.
They line up to punt this one away.
Mobley back to return.
Didn't get all of that one. And this one's going to go out of bounds at the 43. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll take over at the 41. McNeil has 4 receivers lined up here. Little shake and bake move, and he's hit hard. Texas A&M takes a timeout. 2nd and 7. Ball on the 38. They line up in the shotgun. He steps up, fires, and it's caught. Couple of yards at most on that pass. Third and 5 coming up. Ball on the 36.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Ace backfield. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to go for the home run. Dockery with the interception. That INT puts him in a position to make this a game.
Yeah, they really needed that. That's a huge boost to morale.
You're right, Kirk. Now they got the big Mo on their side.
They'll start this drive at the 2. The Bulldogs line up in a goal line formation. They'll throw on first down. Floats this one right side. We've got a safety. So with just over a minute to go in the half, the score, Texas A&M 21, Mississippi State 0. Crabtree will be punting this one on the free kick. Defense won the last battle as they were able to pick the ball off. Who's going to win this time? They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
First and 10.
The Aggies set up in the gun. McNeil drops back on first down. He's going right. It falls incomplete, and that one will go down as an incompletion.
It's too bad because the wide receiver made a super effort to catch that pass.
Yeah, Coach, he's got the ability to come up with that circus catch.
I want that kid on my team.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line. The Aggies line up with 5 receivers. McNeil steps back to pass. Throws down the middle, and they make the stop. Texas A&M calls a timeout. First and 10. Ball on the 38. They'll work from the shotgun. Throws it to the outside. Taylor drops it. A bullet to the receiver, but he couldn't hang on.
The quarterback put that ball right where it needed to be. That guy's got to make the catch.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 38-yard line. Look out now. This defensive end is in the zone. Drops back to pass. Now that's some heavy pressure.
It all starts with the battle up front. I don't care how good the receivers are or how explosive your running backs are. If you can't control the line of scrimmage, then it's tough to move the football.
I agree, Coach. And the thing is, this quarterback can make some plays for you if you give him enough time back there to throw.
Well, it looks like he's going to have to figure out how to make plays without time.
Deep pass down the left side. The ball is tipped, and it's incomplete.
Way to keep your head on a swivel, kid. That was a nice job of locating the football and knocking it down to prevent the completion.
Sure was, Coach. He put himself in great position to make a play.
Texas A&M ready to put this one away.
Johnson back to return.
He punts it away. It's a high kick. Bobo signals for a fair catch. He hauls it in at the 9-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll go to work at the 9. Mississippi State sets up in the I. They hand it off. He jukes him. Warren brings him down. 4 yards gained. Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 13-yard line. Mississippi State comes out with an I formation. And we've reached halftime here. The score at the break, Texas A&M 21, Mississippi State nothing. We'll see what kind of halftime adjustments were made as we prepare to start the second half. Kicks it off. Norwood fields it at the 9. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll get the ball here at the 27-yard line. High formation here. They're going to pitch it. Throws this one out to the right. The senior makes the catch. And the trickery pays off with a nice gain and a first down. First and 10. Ball on their own 42.
42-yard line.
They line up in an I. Connor options out. Pitches back. Got an opening. Warren with a monster hit.
Oh, man, what a hit. He just took his head off.
Not only did he nail him short of the first, but that might have been the hardest hit of the day. Woo-hoo-hoo-wee! That's football.
It's second down and 2 to go. Ball on the 50. Mississippi State comes to the line with 3 wide. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Tackle. A 2-yard run by the halfback. It's third and inches. Ball right around midfield. Mississippi State comes out with an I formation. They'll run the option. And down he goes. It's first and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Mississippi State sets up in the I. Connor on the option. Bryant brings him down. He plows ahead for about a yard on the option. Second and 9. This is the 6th play of this drive. 3 wideouts here. Connor back to throw. He's looking for his man, and this could be a big return. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line. Looks like the quarterback was rattled by that pressure.
Well, let me tell you, the best ones will sit there and take a hit and make the throw. This kid's got to stand there if he wants those passes to be with his team, not the other.
They'll look to capitalize on the good field position here. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Steps up, looks, got hit as he threw, and it falls incomplete. Incomplete, and that wasn't the greatest pass in the world.
Well, I don't know how anybody can throw a great pass while getting drilled like that.
If he didn't hold on to the ball so long, Kirk, he wouldn't have got drilled like that.
They line up in an I. McNeil options out, fakes a pitch. Now he pitches it. He has some room. Sheds that one. What a play.
Just a simple option play here. The quarterback gives it up and they get good yardage. Great play.
Boy, I tell you, this is impressive to see this offense when they're clicking.
First and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. McNeil is back in the gun. Back to Pat. Makes a move. Tackle. He might have gained a yard on that scramble. Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters the most. They're in the red zone, so this quarterback better be smart. Last time he threw a pick down here. The halfback picks up a yard. It's third down and 8 to go. This is the 5th play of this drive. They line up in the shotgun. He drops back. He steps up, looking. Airing it out long. It's deflected. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. What a huge break for the offense.
He had his hands all over that ball. He just couldn't bring it in.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
Number 13 lines up for the field goal. The kick is up. No good. He missed it to the right. They'll take over at the 20.
Take over at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Inside give. Brought down. They get a yard on the play. Second and 9. Ball on the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bulldogs line up in an I formation. Connor with the play fake. Wants to throw outside.
Excellent job of getting a hand in there to break up the pass.
It was, Coach. That one had reception written all over it, but the defender stepped up and made the play.
It's third down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 21. Mississippi State lines up with 3 receivers. He's looking down the middle, and it's going the other way. Not sure what the quarterback was looking at on that one.
Yeah, it cost him. He just threw his 3rd pick of the game.
Fellas, you got to give credit to this defense. They're taking advantage of each and every mistake this quarterback is making.
Excellent field position to start the drive. The Aggies go with the I formation. He passes it. Complete. He's gobbled up in the backfield. Loss of a yard. Second and 11 coming up. Ball on the 37.
37-yard line.
Texas A&M comes to the line. Only one man in the backfield. Lewis on the handoff. Robinson with a takedown. About 2 yards there on that delayed handoff. Third and 9. Ball on the 35.
35-yard line.
McNeil lines up in the shotgun. McNeil drops to throw. He tosses it short, and it's caught. They'll bring him down. Well, they get all those yards, but come up just shy of the first.
Good play call, almost perfect execution, except for the fact that they're not going to get the first down.
27-yard line.
It looks like they're going to try for the long field goal. He gets it up. And he didn't get all of it. It falls short. They'll start this drive at the 27.
27-yard line.
Mississippi State sets up in the I. They go with a run. Tries to juke, and he's taken down. They get 3 yards on the play. It's second down and 7 to go. Ball on their own 30. The Bulldogs line up in an I formation. On the ground with the tailback. And he's stopped behind the line. And they lose a couple there. Now it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Ball on their own 28. Ace backfield. Connor set to go to the air. And he's going to come up with a sack. The quarterback had nowhere to go, and he's brought down for the sack.
They've got to do a better job up front with their pass protection.
If they don't start picking up everybody, then this quarterback is going to be pretty sore in the morning. That's for sure.
They line up to punt this one away. Crabtree gets it off. Loose football. Number 48 recovers a loose ball. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 41. Mississippi State comes out with an I formation. Steps up in the pocket. And he's going to be sacked for a loss. The safety comes up with a nice sack.
Yes, he does. Here he comes clean on the blitz and got to the quarterback before he had a chance to really go through his progression. Nice play for this defense.
2nd and long coming up here. Ball right around midfield. Ace backfield. Connor drops back to pass. Wants to throw outside. Poor decision to throw it into such tight coverage.
Receiver on the play.
Third down and what they didn't want to get in. Ball on the 48-yard line. Connor is the impact player, and he's feeling it right now. Drops back to pass. He's looking. He's hit and got away. He's going to air it long. It's tipped. Nice timing by the safety to get in there and knock it away.
That's what his job is, and he did it perfectly on that play.
Looks like they're going to punt it away here. Crabtree boots it way up there. Brown calls for the fair catch. And they make the fair catch at the 17-yard line.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll set up shop at the 17.
Start the drive at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10.
I formation here. Lewis on the toss, and he's going to throw. And this one's broken up.
Well, the players love to run these types of plays because it's out of the ordinary of what they usually do on offense. So when they finally call the play, you have to execute it because you don't get many chances to do it again.
And I think they have the wrong guy throwing the football. But I guess that's why he's not the real quarterback.
Here's the kid. Juke move, and he's tackled. They'll get 2 on that one. Third and 8. Ball on the 19-yard line. McNeil comes to the line with 3 wide, and now he pitches it. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. The defense punches them off the field after just 3 plays.
That was a short round, Brad. Nothing seems to be working right now.
Texas A&M lining up the punt. Didn't get all of that one. Number 19 signals for a fair catch. He hauls it in at the 38-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score in this one, Texas A&M 21, Mississippi State nothing. They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive. Norwood wants the ball. We'll see if they give it to him. Shakes off the tackle. Look at the strength. They'll bring him down. And that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Yeah, it really was, Brad. And also, a nice read by the ball carrier to find that running lane.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
Connor is back in the gun. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Jolly tackles him for a loss on the play. A loss on that one as he couldn't get past those big linemen.
You got that right. They sacrificed their bodies in there and stuffed him.
Second and 10. Ball on the 23.
23-yard line.
Mississippi State sets up in the eye. Here's the option. Brown brings him down. He got a really nice gain on that run.
I'm going to tell you, I think the defense needs to make some adjustments. Maybe move 8 or 9 guys into the box. Coach, maybe they can slow this running game down.
You're right, Kirk. Heck, I could run through those holes.
6 DBs in the lineup. Connor pitches out to the right. He's gobbled up in the backfield. The halfback couldn't get any running room.
And that was because the defense had called a blitz just at the right time. They went right through the offensive line and nailed him for a loss.
Second
11
and
yards
10.
out.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
The Bulldogs go with the I formation. He'll get the call again. And he's taken down. The tailback picks up 6 there on the misdirection. They set up in an I down by the goal line.
Watch for play action on this one.
3-yard gain by the running back. Play action might work here. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I really like the call here by the old ball coach. Run the option and let your decision maker decide who gets the football.
This is what's so tough for this triple option. You're expecting a quarterback or tailback to keep it, but here he hands it off, allows the fullback to get it done for the score.
And he misses the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Kicks it off. Mobley fields it at the 9. So the offense takes over, and the last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. They'll get the ball here at the 24. The Aggies come out showing 3 wide. And the snap goes to the back. And he's going to lose yards on this one. A great defensive effort there.
And let me tell you, the key to that play was right there in the defensive line. They tied this offensive line up and allowed their linebackers to come up and make a big play.
Lee, I agree with you. We always talk about the linebackers and safeties. Credit the big guys up front for that play.
He tries to spin. Tackle. Third and 11. Ball on their own 23.
3-yard line.
McNeil with 3 wide receivers. Back to pass. Looks. And they try to set up a screen. With that pressure, he just couldn't do much with it.
His chance of accuracy on that throw was practically 0. Good job by the defense.
Fourth and 11. Ball on the 23-yard line.
They line up to punt this one away. Bean gets it off.
Back deep to return.
Number 19 fields it at 46. Their last drive ended with a touchdown. Let's see what happens on this possession. They'll go to work at the 49-yard line. Mississippi State comes out with an I formation. Across the middle, and he dropped it.
You got to be careful when you're calling a trick play like this because it's usually a huge gain or a turnover. They were lucky it was only incomplete.
Second and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line. The defense needs to be mistake-free. This quarterback is very capable of making them pay right now. Tried to run the draw, but they stopped him in the backfield.
That draw play had no chance.
It's third down and 10. Ball on the 49. Mississippi State lines up in a shotgun set. Short toss. Complete. Sheds a tackler. Spin move. Brought down.
Good job of attacking the coverage to keep the drive alive.
That was a great-looking pass to move the sticks on third down.
Mississippi State goes with the ace set here. Bryant with a takedown. 0 yards on that play. Second and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. I wouldn't try anything tricky on defense. This quarterback's looking to make a play. The ball is tipped. The defender could only get a hand on it.
A hand on it? If this kid wants to be a big-time playmaker, he better start getting 2 hands on it.
Yeah, Lee, that ball should have been picked off there.
The offense faces another third down as they line it up. Ace backfield. He drops back. Wants to throw outside. Complete. And now he's got room to run. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The throw to the wide receiver goes for a touchdown.
That kid looks like a natural receiver out there.
Well, you could say he's from a good pedigree when it comes to football. I think his father's taught him very well.
The Bulldogs come to the line with their jumbo package. Drops back to pass. Lets it go. They don't get the 2. Mississippi State lined up in an onside kick formation.
Mobley back to return.
With the onside kick. So the hands team does their job and the onside is not successful.
When people talk about special teams winning football games, they're usually talking about blocking kicks and big returns. But the onside return team can be just as important. And right now, these guys may have sealed the deal with that recovery.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here. McNeil is back in the gun. They go with a run. And he's stopped behind the line. And the linebacker comes up and makes a big stop.
This is textbook. This is how you're supposed to play against the run.
Yeah, and that time the defense got him to go backwards.
Second and 11. Ball on the 48-yard line. Texas A&M lines up in a goal line set. They hand it off. They'll bring him down. The halfback runs for 4 yards. It's third down and 7 to go. Ball on the 44. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun. Tuckery brings him down. Mississippi State takes a timeout. The Aggies line up to punt.
The punt. Johnson.
He punts it.
To return.
Johnson calls for the fair catch. And they'll down it at the 9. They did a great job on their last drive, moving the ball down the field for a touchdown. Let's see if they can duplicate that on this drive. They'll take over at the 9-yard line. The Bulldogs come out in a 2 tight end set. Connor drops back on first down. Wants to throw outside, and they make the stop.
I like the defense that was called. They just didn't make the play on the ball.
You're right. It wasn't necessarily bad defense. The offense just executed, and the result is a first down.
Mississippi State lines up in a double tight set. Connor drops back. He's on the run. Across midfield, at the 40, at the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Guys, this quarterback has got some talent. How about that run?
He's got scary skills, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares.
What I love is his mentality. He thinks like a running back when he crosses that line of scrimmage.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here's the drive summary brought to you by Pontiac. Andrews needs a good bounce for a possible recovery here.
Mobley back to return.
Here's the onside kick. He jukes. It's not quite over yet, but that might have been their last shot at winning this thing.
Yeah, you're right, Brad. But don't think this coach isn't sweating it out over there. These two teams have been neck to neck the entire game.
First and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. The Aggies go with the I formation. McNeil hands it off. O'Neal with a takedown. Mississippi State calls a timeout. Second and 4 coming up here. Ball on the 42-yard line. The Aggies with 4 receivers. Walker brings him down for a loss. Mississippi State takes a timeout. Third down and 7. Ball on the 45. And they have 3 bunch. McNeil hands it off. No, play fake. He's going right. It falls incomplete. A hard throw, and it was dropped.
He possibly could have taken something off that one, but hey, when you throw that way, your receiver still can make the catch. You're one step away from the big leagues, right, Coach?
Kirk, you're absolutely right. The great ones will catch anything.
4th and 7. Ball on the 45-yard line.
They line up to punt this one away. Bean gets it off. Johnson signals for a fair catch, and they make the fair catch at the 13-yard line.
This is where I look for the defense to clamp down after some sloppy tackling the last time. They let this offense run all over them, all the way to the end zone, and I don't see that happening again.
They line up in the shotgun. They'll throw on first down. Looking. Throws this one out to the right. Got it to his receiver.
Way to look it in. Nice catch.
Sure was. He displayed some great hands there. Now we're looking at a first down.
Mississippi State goes with the ace set here. He's into the open field. And he's taken down. If they're not careful, this impact corner is going to make them pay. Late pitch. A little juke. Brought down. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job in reading his blocks and accelerating through the holes.
One-man backfield. Connor on the option. He lateral. And down he goes. Wow, that looked like the same play again.
And that is the third time in a row they run that play.
I think you're right. This defense has to regroup here and devise a scheme to counter this play.
He laterals the ball. And he's taken down. And they were lucky that one didn't go for more.
No question, and they were not ready for that option play. They had guys running everywhere except to the ball.
Lee, you're right. They look like they've never defended the option before. The tailback had a ton of running room there.
Brought down. They go with the option and pick up the first down.
And that was just good instincts. You have to know when to pitch it or when to keep it.
Yeah, and in that situation, the quarterback knew he could pick up the first, so he kept it himself. Very good decision.
And he managed to find the end zone again.
Yep, this quarterback has had so much fun in the end zone the first time, he decided to make another appearance.
The Bulldogs line up in a goal line formation. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Goes to the end zone. Almost intercepted. This might be the final play of the game. They need to return this kick all the way, or this one's over. And it's a short kickoff. Mobley fields it at the 11. First and 10. Ball on their own 25.
At the 25-yard line. First and 10.
The Aggies set up in the gun. McNeil on first down. He's looking. Waits till the last moment. And that one's fallen incomplete. And that's the end of the game. Kirk, what'd you think of this one?
I'm sad to see this one end because it was a great game to watch. Texas A&M had plenty of chances to win this football game, but it wasn't meant to be today. All you can do now is try to bounce back after a close loss like this.
The fine folks at EA Sports, thank you for tuning in to this contest of NCAA Football 2006. The final score, Mississippi State 25, Texas A&M 21. From all of us here at EA Sports, we hope to see you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safe.